All right, good morning, good morning. Let's get this started. See if we can get this going. Get a morning live going so we can hopefully talk about all things Star Wars or Marvel, DC, you name it. Would love to catch up and see if there's anything we missed. I was out of town, so went and did a little trip to the beach and did the went to Disneyland, was able to ride the new Webslingers ride. Tons of fun, by the way. If you have a chance to go and ride it, you should. Totally down for that. So, doing combined live again. So we've got our YouTube and our TikTok lives happening at the same time. Hopefully people pop in and join us for both. But yeah, it was a good trip. And the new Webslingers ride was actually tons of fun. Being able to jump on it and we got to do, in the one day, we were able to do both Rise of Resistance virtual queue and ride that, and the Web Slingers ride and ride that. So it was a bunch of fun, tons of fun. And so, I'm always amazed at the way that they are taking the rides that they have now and innovating them and changing them and having them do more. So, there's so much that goes into it. I would love to know if anyone else has had a chance to ride the new Web Slingers ride. Feel free to comment if you have, and we can definitely talk through more of what that looks like. But essentially, if you've ever been to Disney and you've ever ridden on the like Toy Story Mania ride, there's also like Buzz Lightyear, so you're basically playing a game trying to run up your score. And so one of the things that people will do with that is, or with the Web Slingers ride, essentially, like, rather than having to do like where you pull the string or like you basically shooting the blaster or whatever it is, the Web Slingers ride, you're actually in a vehicle moving, you've got 3D glasses, and all you have to do is like basically put your hands out like that, and that's what shoots the spiders. So tons of fun. As we went through it. Welcome, Game Board, welcome. Oh my gosh, people popping through like crazy. So welcome. Glad to see that you're joining us. We're talking Star Wars nerdy things and the new Spider-Man Web Slinger ride that they have at Disneyland. Trying to catch up on Bad Batch, trying to catch up on Loki. Oh my gosh, there's so much that we could go into. So if you have a particular thing you'd like to discuss, feel free to post it in the comment. We're doing dual lives here, so I've got two things going once. So feel free, either one, to post comments, questions, anything like that, and we can talk through whatever that may be from, like I said, Bad Batch, Loki. Like I said, just got back, did the Web Slingers ride, the Spider-Man Web Slingers ride at Disneyland. Tons of fun. Absolutely amazing. The whole Marvel campus was extremely well done. So I was very much a big fan of that. Let's see, Bad Batch. So hopefully people watching will catch up on Bad Batch a little bit. But the whole Hera arc has been awesome to see. Let's see. Kate, how are you? Good morning. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And such. So, need to rewatch WandaVision as they edit it. Yes, you do need to go rewatch it. And especially now that we have seen what happens there at the end of Loki. And being able to see how we will see that character through the future episodes or movies that are coming out. So there's a ton that could happen there. Let's see. Hey, let's see, what is that? Is it Lay? I can't read what it says here. Sorry. Good morning. Yes, I did. Hope you did as well. I did. I had a good weekend. I was in California, went out for the weekend, and did a day at the beach, did a day at Disney, fun stuff like that. So, tons of fun. But yeah, so the whole Loki ending was absolutely amazing. And what it tees up coming inside of, and this is what I've been telling people, inside of the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, the Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness, the Spider-Man No Way Home, and I've got some theories on what I believe are going to happen there, but naturally, could be right, could be wrong. We shall see what ends up happening based off any of that. So, yeah, welcome. In case anyone's wondering, definitely doing a dual live stream here on my YouTube and my TikTok and everything. So if you see me look at one versus the other, do comments back and forth. I'll try to share as much as I can, but feel free to share in the comments any particular topic we would like to discuss. So, but yeah, we're talking about going back and rewatching WandaVision. If you haven't yet, you should. The changes have been made, or edits have been made, based off of some of the changes, based off what we've seen from Loki and from Black Widow now being out. So now I have not seen Black Widow yet. I still have yet to watch it. So I need to make the time and go and watch that and see what we get from that. So who knows? We shall see what it pertains. But yeah, looking forward to watching that this week and how it plays into the MCU and the now multiverse idea. Bad Batch. Absolutely love that they kicked off Bad Batch season where we got to see Kanan as a younger Jedi. Totally awesome. Welcome Benderis, I believe is what it says there. And so, yeah, tons of fun seeing that it started with Kanan in that initial episode, and then here we now have the Hera arc. We get to see Chopper. We get to see like the battle or some of the complications that are happening on Ryloth, and so definitely looking forward to what they do with that. And or Filoni is very intentional about what he does, so how he takes that and what's the right words I'm looking for? How Filoni takes it and plays it into the bigger universe of Star Wars, as we're doing like the Mandalorian and the Ahsoka series and any of those. Very interested. I believe the Ahsoka series, we could see Ahsoka, we could see Sabine Wren, we could see Hera show up, we could see Hera and Kanan's son play into that story arc a bit, and Filoni's very much proven that he loves to bring his characters in and back in and keep them, as a part of his, keep them live within the universe. So very interested to see what he decides to do with that. Let's see. Hello. What is that? Callspen? Good morning. How are you? How are you? We're doing live, talking some nerdy stuff, catching up on some stuff, hopefully back in town. And so hopefully chatting through Bad Batch stuff, Loki series, some stuff coming with Star Wars, some stuff coming with the Marvel MCU, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So how was your weekend? Hopefully well. Yes? No? Maybe? Dave Filoni has very much proven that he's huge into that, like bringing characters back, reusing them, and there's a continuity within his own world that he's doing. So I'm a huge fan that, he has brought Kanan back from the Rebels, or shown like a prequel of Rebels with Kanan in the first episode of Bad Batch, and that we are now seeing Hera and Chopper based off this whole Ryloth story arc, and how that could play into some of the series that are coming that Dave and Jon Favreau are helping to oversee as a part of the kind of Clone Wars era through to the Mandalorian time frame, since that seems to be their focus versus other parts of the studio that are focusing on older content, like a prequel time frames and stuff like that. So yeah, what else should we discuss? I could just sit here and ramble about Star Wars for all day, every day, got to get my morning drink in. So what shall we... Thank you. This is my setup. Had a comment down here, loves my setup. Thank you. This is, here at my office. Finally had a place to put all my stuff, so that way my boys don't have a chance of destroying it at our house. So yeah. Thank you for the comment. What else shall we discuss today? Have you had an opportunity, whether you are watching TikTok or YouTube, have you had a chance to watch Bad Batch or Loki, or do you even care to watch either of those? Let's see. Got one over here that says, loving Bad Batch. Good, me too. I'm loving Bad Batch as well. Loving Loki. Awesome. We got a Loki down here. Yeah, I Loki's been my favorite of the Marvel shows as they have launched those or released those. So, been pretty happy with what they did there. And what it tees up. I mean, the what you do post Thanos and post Infinity War and Endgame, like how you take the MCU whatever direction. And so the multiverse concept can get weird. And so the fact that they are utilizing it and turning into it to, see what they do. So I'm excited to see what I'm excited to see what they do, what Marvel does with that whole thing. I read an article Kevin Feige did where he talked about that they had to have like a meeting with all the heads of the studio and anyone who's going to be producing or directing any of the movies or series that are coming out for the MCU when it deals with the multiverse. And he had to have a meeting with them recently where he's like, okay, here are all the rules. Here's what's true about multiverse. Here's what's not true. Here's how we need to approach this as to make sure that we have some sort of continuity and not just have it be all over the place, as they go through all this stuff. Because multiverse stuff can get weird. I am excited. All the rumors of, that we're going to see all three Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and what's his name? I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh. Current Spider-Man. Now it's going to drive me crazy. That we're going to potentially see all of them and see some of the old, like the Green Goblin and stuff like that as part of characters. Be able to see that. So what is my YouTube? My YouTube is the exact same thing as this, so you should be able to look up Thumbs Up Cosplay. You can also go to my profile, and my profile has it on there, so feel free to go and subscribe and check it out and watch it. As I'm doing both streams at the same time, and don't even know if the YouTube live stream is something that people even care to watch. But figure I can knock out two birds with one stone. I do the same thing when I'm doing Twitch. I'll try to do a TikTok and a Twitch live at the same time as well, because people said I should post content to there as well, and I said I don't know what it is, what I will do, but sure, I'll do the same random stuff that I do for you guys. So hopefully people enjoy and watch. People have logged in and watched the live since I've been on YouTube, so who knows? Yeah. Welcome, Jax Chase and such. So there's my multi-channel plug. Check it out. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. It's all going to be under Thumbs Up Cosplay. Well, that didn't work. All right. But yeah, I think it'd be cool if we get to see all of the Spider-Mans, and if they could even introduce, it'd be cool if they took what Sony did with Spider-Man, the Miles Morales one, the Into the Spider-Verse. It would be cool if they could even take some of that concept, and we see multiple Spider-Mans, but if they could have even a Miles Morales show up. I think that'd be a really cool way for them to continue to sync the universe, because I believe at some point Disney's Marvel will be able to purchase the rights of Sony's Marvel, which is Spider-Man, and when they do, it'd be cool to see all that old stuff play into the new stuff and everything else in between. Gotta plug my headphones in so they can charge. All right. So let's see, what else shall we cover today? I think that's a good wrap up on things. So we've talked about, Bad Batch, awesome end to or story arc with the Ryloth and what's happening there and how it tees up some of the stuff we ended up seeing in Rebels, and that we know that ends up happening. I'm interested to see what that ends up doing for the bigger Dave Filoni universe. And what else is there? We talked about Loki, how that whole thing is going to play out into the MCU, and we talked about the new Spider-Man Webslingers right at Disneyland. Tons of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So whether you are watching live here, whether you're watching live on YouTube, or you watch the replay on YouTube at all, hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will hopefully be able to get some more live streams in a little bit later.